Elliot's good at that stuff. Do you want to do it,
Who'd like
Elliot?
to be the witness for the paperwork?
Jacob?
Who has the best handwriting?
Amy?
Oh, yeah,
Candy,
Amy
but
wants
I'll
to.
find
She
out.
is nice.
Yes.
You'll be the witness, Amy.
So go ahead and just print your name first and last on that line right there. Then did the two of you want to walk together down the aisle or the traditional way with the groom leads and the bride walks?
Together.
Sounds good. And then one more time, we're going to do the same thing. Were those your vows in there?
They were.
Do you want to set them on the
That's,
list?
okay.
That way you don't have to walk with them down the
Mine
aisle.
are digital.
Let me just, actually, see, we have everything ready to go here. I'll be right back. Sorry.
This is so exciting.
Yeah, we're hiding from all the eyes now.
I don't need.
And do you mind if I pin this on this side? Don't worry, I can pin this on the t-shirt.
I'm just not.
Yeah, of course. Here, I'm gonna put them.
Give me a bigger table.
Just in case of emergency.
Hey, Baron, really quick, will you get the tissues if they're down here?
Yeah.
No, I mean, will you see the tissues and the photos and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, don't be standing ready, so you should be.
Oh, I've got the box up there.
Do you have a box up here?
Yeah. So if you actually start trying to get into
It'll look great for the photos, don't worry.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you.
So I'm gonna be playing the music for you guys. I'm gonna have you switch sides. Yep. And so, when you're ready, you can start walking. You're gonna walk all the way down the aisle. You're gonna stop in front of this pedestal here where your rings are. You're gonna turn and face each other and join hands. And then Esther, you can set your bouquet right up here, okay? So
I don't know. I feel that screen hasn't.
We have to walk together first. Oh, we have to get our first thing. Just gotta pretend to be a little tall.
Nice and tall, Blake, nice and tall.
please rise. Guests, you may be seated. You will find, as you look back upon your life, that the moments when you have truly lived are the moments when you've done things in the spirit of love. Loving someone is a reason to stretch beyond our limits, to become more for the sake of the other. It's an all-consuming task, a lifelong endeavor, the journey we've been preparing for all our lives. It is to look into the soul of your beloved and accept what you see. It's the ultimate commitment that challenges us to become all that we are meant to be. Jacob and Esther, are you ready to begin your journey together as husband and wife?
Yes.
Very good. Jacob and Esther, by coming here today, you've taken the initial step in your journey into what will be a wonderful and lasting life together. Understand that a union between two people takes work. A good relationship needs constant nurturing, and a good marriage is one that fosters respect, devoted love, and a willingness to make sacrifices for one another. In the art of marriage, it's the little things that are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say I love you every day. It's never going to sleep angry with one another or taking each other for granted. It's doing things for one another in the spirit of joy, and it's remembering to laugh together. Most importantly, it's being able to forgive one another. What greater thing is it than for two human souls to feel that they are joined together for life? Yes. I really thought it was okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Now, I understand that the two of you have prepared your own special vows for today. So, Jacob, if you'd like to go first.
Actually,
You want to go first?
I'll go
Okay,
first.
go ahead.
Trying to.
I know it's fine. Okay. I knew I was gonna be crying. It's okay. So, a couple of things about these vows. They were partly written in an airport lounge while Jacob was trying to get ChatGPT to write his own, and partly about 2 hours ago under the influence of bottomless sangria. And it was really only supposed to be us up here and some random person we thought we were gonna find on the street. But I'm really happy that Jacob's family is not only incredibly warm and welcoming, but also, shall we call it perceptive? And that this has been the turn of events instead. And I'm also really happy for anyone that I can't see right now, but that is joining us online, especially if it's 3:30 a.m. for you. Thank you all so much for being here. It's been a tough couple of months for Jacob. First he's had to give me a ring, then he's had to introduce me to his entire family, and also arrange a birthday surprise in the middle of it. But I'm pretty sure that this is his least favorite part, which means it's probably my favorite. I often joke about how I was the one who initially chased after Jacob, if you can believe it. But the truth is I'm actually really happy it went that way. I'm not always good at figuring out what I really want or telling other people about it, but this time I did, and it turned out pretty great. I know this is probably the cheesiest thing to say and easy in hindsight, but from the beginning I was quite sure that this was right. Weirdly enough, I think it's because we disagree a lot. Even though we don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, there's always a kind of understanding that's hard to describe. Not an understanding of each other's thinking per se, but something else. Maybe it's just the underlying knowledge that we love each other. And believe it or not, it's really easy to love Jacob once you get a good 360 view of his character. At this point, I'd really love to just give a long list of all the wonderful things that he is. But I know he'd inwardly roll his eyes and disagree with all of it. Because I've never met a more self-critical person. Although he probably wouldn't agree with that either. So let me put it this way instead. Jacob has some bad qualities, like all of us. But they're always equaled out by his good qualities, of which he has a lot more. Let me give some examples. He's not always the most thoughtful or empathetic, but this is equaled by generosity, which I've never seen before. Giving is a matter of course for Jacob, up to the point where it's almost scary. He's sometimes a bit slow and seems a bit idle, but he moves really fast when he makes up his mind and has ambitions that a lot of people would envy. Finally, he can be a bit dark and cynical at times, but this is countered by enormous optimism. Anything can be learned, anything can be fixed, anything can be done. And speaking of anything can be done, look at what we're doing today. A lot of unlikely things have happened to make this happen. But really it was just a bit of luck and a lot of hard work, mostly on my end. But no, it definitely feels like a little miracle to be here today and to say these words to you. So, Jacob, I'm so happy to stand here today and to vow to you to take care of you, to work as a team, and to make sure we keep up with each other. To keep on disagreeing with you and to be honest and mean when I need to be. In which I'm always right, by the way. But to be even more kind. I vow to be there, always, for as long as you want me to be.
Let me come now. See how far I get up. Esther, I know how lucky I was for you to have found me. I know I can be testing at times, and I know that everyone that knows me knows I like to push buttons and I can be difficult. But you've survived so many of my tests for so long. I feel like I have to list a few so everyone has some reference of how hard you pursued me. I think the first time I took Esther out on the boat, we were all hungover, and I tried to videotape her throwing up off the back of the boat. And then to get off the boat, and she decided to ask me if she could just jump off and go swim, and I was like, yeah, sure, knowing that there was a swarm of jellyfish in the water. But I thought it'd be entertaining, so I said, yeah, go ahead. They didn't sting very hard, though, so I knew she'd be alright. But I think she panicked a little bit and didn't appreciate that I let her jump in. And now here we are 2 years later, and you're still putting up with me and my bad investment ideas and getting laid off and waiting until this point to ask you to marry me. And I'm glad that you're standing here at the altar with me, and I'm hoping you'll say yes. And I can promise that I'll be here for as long as you'll let me stay by your side. And that's the least I can do for you putting up with me for all these years and passing all my tests. And Esther, I love you very much.
You've heard the promises that you've made to one another, and now you will exchange a visible symbol of those promises. May these rings symbolize your unity with one another. May they give you the strength to honor your commitments to each other, and may they remind you that marriage is not a destination, but a journey. Go ahead and repeat after me as you're placing the ring on Esther's left hand. With this ring, I marry you, and join my life with yours. Accept this ring, as a sign of my love, and faithfulness, for all the years to come. With this ring, I marry you, and join my life with yours. Accept this ring, as a sign of my love, and faithfulness, for all the years to come. Now, before I pronounce you husband and wife, there's one last thing that I'd like to do. I want you to keep looking into each other's eyes, and I want you to really focus on how you feel in this moment and how happy you are. And I want you to envision your futures together and what they might hold. And though your visions of the future may not be exactly identical, I hope that they are always complementary. And with that said, it is my pleasure, by the power vested in me by the state of Nevada, to now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss.
say to your friends and family?
Horror stories. Thanks for crashing the wedding. It's gonna be a little awkward with just the two of us. But
No, it worked out so
Yeah.
perfect.
Happy
So
it
happy
wasn't
to be
just the
here.
two of you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy we could share this moment with
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Alright, now we can skip the second wedding. This will just count as the main one. Sorry guys, no destination wedding after this.
Let's go to happy hour.
Can we take a picture of everybody?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Would you
they're
do
gonna do, Baron's gonna do a group photo with them.
Awesome.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Congratulations to both of you.